Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's a beautiful day out. I hope you're enjoying your day and I hope you're being yourself and your best self, of course. I just want to say before I start, thank you for supporting me, whether it be on Instagram, on YouTube, just anywhere you have supported me. And I appreciate the people who, send positive words of advice, constructive criticism, anything that's going to make me better. Because at the end of the day, I appreciate that so much. Back then, I probably wouldn't have. When I mean back then, I mean before I kind of started focusing on myself and putting efforts into becoming a better person. Back then, I would have been very, very angry or annoyed about somebody giving me constructive criticism. But now, today, it's not like that anymore. And that's all I really want for myself is for people to be honest with me. Hold on, airplane. All I want is for people to be honest with me and provide me with as much constructive criticism as I can get. Anything that's going to make me better at the end of the day is only going to be the best for me. And it's only going to help me improve my delivery and the information that I do give you guys, because I want to give you something that you can bring to the table and actually try and use and apply into your life. So it means a lot. It really does. And I appreciate you all and I love you all. Today, I kind of just wanted to get on here and just talk about my experiences and like what I mean by let me elaborate a little bit. Not just experiences. I mean like my just the way my life has been going, I guess, is really where I'm trying to go with this conversation. And what I mean by that is, I don't know, I had a moment where I kind of stepped out of myself for a second. And not literally, more like metaphorically, obviously. And I just had this moment and this thought. And I was like, wow, like months ago I would have let all these different things prod at me and annoy me and make me feel like crap, right? And I'd let them soak into my body and kind of take control of who I was. And I find myself not feeling as much like that as I did. I find myself removing myself from those situations, or not removing myself, but removing that feeling. I just find it a lot easier. And the reason why I wanted to talk about that is because at the end of the day, guys, I need you to understand something. You might be just starting this journey, right? Hold on, sorry. You might be just starting this journey. And if you are, and you're scared, and you don't know what the outcome of anything will be, I want you to understand that those feelings and the things that are going on right now are perfectly fine. Let yourself feel that way. But the worst thing that you can do in that situation is run away from all those feelings, is run away from that position that's going to make you feel uncomfortable. Embrace it. Let it happen. Because that's what I did. And sure, turning around and going against the things, or going against the feelings that I never wanted to approach, it sucks. But guess what? The things that are hard and difficult for you to overcome are always going to make you a better person. And that's one lesson I've learned, like at the utmost have learned above anything else, that you have to do the things that are going to challenge you, that are going to challenge you so much to the point where you don't even know who the person you saw a year ago is, the person who you saw in the mirror was. Now you're this new person because you're going down a different path. And that's just the way of life. That's how life should be. That's how life is supposed to be. But it only happens when you realize that the difficult things, the things that you always avoid in your life, the things that you say, oh, I'll do tomorrow, I'll do this, I'll do that, are the things that need to happen now for you to change your life, for you to see any type of results. Because frankly, I was in a place in my life back then where I couldn't see those things. I was lost. I didn't see my path. I didn't see who I was supposed to be. I didn't love the person that I saw in the mirror. I didn't think I was worthy of anything, in fact. The only thing I thought I was worthy of was serving other people. And now I don't feel that way. I don't believe that at all. I'm worthy for anything that comes into my life. I'm worthy of it all. And I value myself to the highest extent, which means I'm not going to revert back to the bullshit that I used to do or the bullshit that I used to give into. One thing I realize is if there's a thing that you don't want to do in that moment and you have the opportunity to continue to not do it or do it, I'm going to choose to do it because that's going to make me a better person. I'll give you the best example. It's very minuscule. It's very small. Example. I used to eat things, use utensils, and just throw them in the sink. I wouldn't wash them. I wouldn't do anything. I just left them there, right? I got to a point where that was just a consistent thing until I was told that it's got to be washed, cleaned, and dried, which is given fair, and that does need to happen. You can't just leave things laying in the sink. It's gross, it's not hygienic, and it's just not right. And another thing too is it was just something that I was lazy about. I never wanted to do. I say, oh, I would do it later, and then I would never do it. But guess what? Once I started to make the switch in all the huge and big things in my life, sorry, airplane. I took that step back and I realized, well, it doesn't even need to just be huge, but it should be everything in my life that I question. The things that I don't want to do, I should do them anyway. Because I'll find at the end that the things I don't want to do won't be as grueling, won't be as painful. It won't be like I'm pulling my own leg to do something. And that's the thing I'm trying to get across to you guys, is that at the end of the day, if I could turn around, do everything that I need to do and realize that the things I don't want to do are the things that I do actually need to do in that very moment, if I can do that, you can do that too. And if you do that, consistently practice it like I do, even with utensils, even when I don't want to do it, I wash everything that's in that sink, because guess what? That's my responsibility. And regardless of the fact, things need to get cleaned up anyway, so that's how it needs to go. And that's my thought process when I don't want to do it. Because at the end of the day, just because I don't want to do it doesn't mean it doesn't have to be done. It has to be done. And I know it has to be done, so I do it. And that's my mindset and my mindset for everything moving forward in my life. And it's changed every part of me, every being of me by embracing that idea, by practicing that idea and applying it into my life. And that's why I turned around the other day and I was like, wow, like I've really come a long way from the person that I was before. I used to be so scared, and now I'm literally a fingertip away from being where I need to be, where I've been trying so hard and working so hard to be. And the thought that I am in that position and that I'm even closer to an idea of changing my life, it means the world to me. And I want you guys to know that you can do the same too, that you're fully capable of that. It's just about taking on the responsibility, understanding that the things that you're not going to want to do, you're just going to have to do them anyway. You're going to have to just say fuck it. And guess what? Like I said, it might be grueling in that very moment, but once you do it, it's going to be like nothing. So just do it. Get it over with. And understand that if you're somebody, like I said, starting out and you're struggling and you want to sway back into your old ways, don't do it. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Because I made it this far. And if I can make it this far, you can make it this far. It's about understanding that everything that you want to change in your life is always going to come back to you. Okay? What is in your world, the things around you, are a reflection of who you are and what you allow to go on in your life and what you allow to be in your life. So if you can understand that one thought, that one premise, you'll be in the right direction. And if you can continue to put that in your head every time you want to give up, every time you want to fall on your face, you will continue to keep pushing. Because that's what I had to do. I went through so much shit, so much bullshit, that put me in a place where I was depressed, I was upset. But guess what? I moved past it, and it taught me a lot. It taught me how to be me. It taught me how to appreciate and love myself, and to appreciate things that other things around me that I wouldn't have appreciated before. And I value that, and I always will. But on that note, I'm gonna put a pin into this conversation, and that's really it, guys. I want you guys to have a great day. And if you're somebody like me who started out somewhere and you wanted to give up, don't. You can do it. I believe in you. And so does everybody else who cares about you in this world. I want you to have a great day. I want you to go out there and enjoy this beautiful weather and be yourself. Go after your dreams. Live your life and live your best life. Have a great day, guys. I love y'all. Peace out.